You do not need to be super skilled to make a pocket altar. I personally think this is a very beginner-friendly project. You should know straight stitch and blanket stitch. You can use the straight stitch for your embroidery to decorate around your images. Almost all of this is just like versions of a straight stitch or a running stitch, is kind of more accurately what this is, but it's a very similar skill. And if you want to make one that has the tabs, I have instructions a few videos back. That's really just tying knots, not really sewing. I have a sewing machine, so I use a zigzag stitch on the edges of my fabric panels, but you could do that with an applique stitch, which is a blanket stitch. So those two stitches will get you there. And then the edging around the outside, this is all blanket stitch on the outside. On my smaller ones, I used my sewing machine a little bit more for this decorative stuff, but again, you don't have to do any of that stuff. You can just use a running stitch or a straight stitch, and even just look up some very basic embroidery like these flowers on the edges of the Medusa. It's very, very basic. I recommend felt for the backings because it doesn't fray, so you don't have to do anything to sort of protect the edges. And then the other sort of kit thing that I started selling was my fabric images, and I'm just trying to get these organized because I have a pop-up coming up. And these are all on cotton fabric, but I also interface them so the edges are less likely to fray. And so using just that blanket stitch or an applique stitch around the sides is all you really need. So I say do it. I say make one.